Nope.
It all started on a cold, misty Monday. I was enjoying my morning coffee when my overly hyper coworker came up to me and started to blabber on and on about how he found something cool on the internet. My brain filtered his voice out, and I went back to sipping my coffee. I had just put my coffee down when someone started violently shaking my shoulder. I gave Tim a tired look, mustered out my most monotonous voice, and asked, "What is it this time, Tim?" He practically shoved his phone in my face and told me to read. It was a Wikipedia article. The title read, "The Ritual of 4." It was a short article detailing how to perform the ritual and what would happen if it went successfully. I could get anything I wanted just by performing a simple ritual. I was skeptical at first, but seeing how excited he was, I agreed to meet him next Saturday to perform the ritual. He gave me the link to the article and told me to read it at least 4 times. He walked away, chuckling at his joke. I looked down at my phone and started to read the page. There was some pretty disturbing stuff on it, detailing what other people had gotten from successfully performing the ritual. I then saw a title that chilled me to my core. It was my name, Daniel Miller. I read on in curious disbelief, almost like I was in a trance. Daniel Miller is a future participant of the Ritual of 4. He will perform the ritual on July 8th, 2021, alongside his co-worker, Tim. Blah blah blah. The shortened version of what happened is we would both fail a step in the ritual, and both of us would be tortured for all of eternity because of it. My mind instantly tried to rationalize the situation. Tim and Daniel were both common names, and the last name Miller is really common as well. It was probably just a coincidence, but I realized how ridiculous it sounded as I muttered it out loud. The next week passed in a blink of an eye, and before I knew it, it was Saturday night, and I was sitting in Tim's dingy basement, sitting in the middle of 4 candles. I was holding up 4 fingers on both hands. Tim closed the basement door, and illuminated only by candlelight, we both started to chant. I can't remember what we chanted because it was in a foreign language. It went something along the lines of Quatar ad Cantarius Morte. I had no idea what I was saying until it was too late. The candle glowed. No, shined, brighter than the sun. I shut my eyes, but that didn't help at all. I then raised my arms to cover my face, and I'm pretty sure that's when I broke the rules of the ritual. I woke up and found myself surrounded by clouds. No, 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 I muttered to myself. This is not happening. This is not happening. This is not happening. I look up to see someone or something floating down towards me. I squinted at this thing and realized it had wings. After a few minutes, it landed in front of me and asked me what I wanted the most in a deep, rumbling voice. I had prepared for many days, and I knew exactly what I wanted. "I want to find my love," I blurted out. It shook its head and sighed. Then it waved its large 4-fingered hand, and I woke up. I stood up and looked around frantically. "Hey, hey, hey, calm down!" someone shouted from across the room. I looked at the sound and was relieved to see Tim standing in the corner. He asked me what happened, but I just shook my head, mumbling nonsense, and stumbled out the door. When I got home, I just collapsed onto my bed and fell asleep. I woke up to an intense buzzing sound. I groggily grabbed my phone and saw that I had 16 missed calls and 158 text messages. Why? Why would you text me that much? It was probably just Tim being Tim. I looked and saw that it was my boss and all of my colleagues that had texted me. My panic turned to confusion when I saw they were all asking where I was and why I hadn't been at work for the past week. I checked my phone and saw that it was indeed Saturday. I calmed down almost instantly and checked the screen again, only to see that it was the 14th. I had slept for a damn week. I opened my phone and called my boss, but instead of him sounding worried, he was glad to hear from me. I told him I was dragged into an unexpected vacation by a close friend, and I could hear him sigh in relief over the phone. I asked him why he called so much, and that's when he dropped a bombshell. Tim is dead. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this week's story. If you did, you know what to do. Take that like button and punch it 4 times, kick it 4 times, and then give it 4 kisses on the cheek. In that order. Shout out to the author of this story, Reddit user WhoIsTheSpy. That's a question I find myself asking a lot. Also, I want to know who the spy is, and I also want to know more about this ritual of 4. So who is the spy? If you're listening, I want a part 2. I demand it. The people demand it. Let them know down below you want a part 2 as well. Even if you don't, just tell them you do. Until next time, everybody, remember to stay safe out there. I'll be seeing you in the next video.